Alright, so what's up? This is Rogue Legacy. I like this game a lot. It came out a really long time ago. Um, it's great on your PlayStation Vita. It's also great on your PlayStation 4. This game didn't give birth to, but is the inspiration for... No, that's not it either. I'm talking out of my ass. I'm tired. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I've had a lot of caffeine and candy. Anyway, it's a very popular and good example of a game in this genre, where when you die, you lose your progress, basically, but you do get to keep your money, which is then used to upgrade your weapons and your armor and your abilities. Like, I have this multiple jumps, I have this air dash thing, and you're just kind of making your run through the castle. And you have different bosses. Eventually you're trying to beat all 4 of the bosses. They're always in different spots. The castle shifts after every death, so it'll have the same type of stuff in it, but never are those things in the same place. Sometimes you just find pointless rooms like that. I made a video of the game Dead Cells. It's like Dead Cells. It's exactly like Dead Cells. Dead Cells is exactly like Rogue Legacy. It's just darker. Dead Cells is. Rogue Legacy has a really cool kind of flavor to it, and I really appreciate it. Ooh. I'm kind of in a place where I shouldn't be right now, but it's because I kind of want to just die. Because I think I'm starting in this version of the castle I've already started. It's a treasure box in here somewhere. So, you'll see when I die where you can kind of level your stuff up. You can buy new weapons and armor. What I just unlocked was a blueprint so that eventually I can pay money and use that piece of armor. We also have little special things here. I have this fake Skyrim thing, Dragon Shout. I also have these guys. I'm out of magic points though, so I can't use those anymore. There we go. That's what I was going for. So alright, so when you die, you literally come all the way back to the main screen here. This kind of gives you information as to what my last character was. So the whole point of this game is, it's literally a legacy. So every time you die, you're dead, and then your heir takes your place. So here you can see every time I've ever died, who I was when I died, and that's about it. So then, you get to pick your new person. You get to pick from one of 3. You have these traits where you're big, you're small, you are colorblind, which means you're literally playing the game in black and white. You could be, what was it? I had some sort of like tick, and the controller would vibrate every once in a while just on its own. I thought my controller was breaking, but then I found out that it was one of my traits where I had like seizures or something. I don't know what the fuck. Some of them you smell bad, you just have stink lines the whole time you play. This person swears the whole time. I am almost always a barbarian if I have the opportunity. So you're tall, you move fast, it's always nice. But yeah, we're just gonna go with the barbarian, and then here you can see I earned $4,353 the last time I played. So all this wasn't here when I started, obviously. As you play, you just buy more and more. This castle grows larger and larger, and you just keep leveling your shit up, making you and your armors and weapons and stuff stronger. Which, me, I've actually got a lot going here, actually. Man, a lot is maxed out. This is crazy. So, I mean, attack is always good, but it's also nice to keep more money after you die, but it just seems... I mean, I get to keep 30% of my money. 50 is the highest. What do we want? Do we want more health, or do we want more attack? We just straight up, guys, give you more money, right? Yeah. I don't have enough money for that. Let's... Oh, wow. Okay, that was more expensive than I really looked at. And then I should have held on to some money, because then you come here, and it's like, alright, you have these weapons and stuff you can buy. And, you know, here's your pluses, your minuses. I think everything I have right now is about the best. See, I don't like losing health, but mana and armor would be nice to gain. And then everything weighs, you know, a certain amount. So 1650. I don't have 1650. Let's see, I would like to use this chest plate, and I would also like to use this helmet, but I don't have the capacity to use both. And then magic, whatever. I don't really use magic. So yeah, next time I would like to unlock these. I'd like to unlock that chest plate and the helmet, but I'm going to have to upgrade my capacity because I can't carry that much weight on me right now. So right now I can't do anything. And then you go over here to this lady, and she can buy you, you know, she can give you these runes, which I'm not picky about my runes. I do the same thing all the time. This vampirism thing, I think, yeah. So when I kill people, I get stuff back. That's always great. I usually use as many of those as possible, so right now I'm using a couple of those. And then the jump and the air dash. Like, I'll never change these, no matter how much other stuff I unlock. Flying's actually really inconvenient. You can actually kind of hover. And then this guy, you can pay money, and it will lock down the castle. So as you play the game, you're uncovering the map, you're beating bosses, you're making progress. And if you want to be able to just quickly hop around the map, you can lock it down, so then it's exactly as it was when you last played. But you don't get as much gold, I think. Yeah, you only get 60% of your money. I didn't have much going on last time, so I'm not going to bother. And then this asshole takes a shitload of your cash before you re-enter the castle. See, this is where you can upgrade this, so you get to keep more money. Like, I put down to 300 bucks. So then here you go. This is what your map looks like when you start. That's it. I've beaten 3 out of the 4 bosses. Each one of these little illuminated things, those are the bosses I've beaten. Or was it the other way around? No, they're illuminated because I beat them. So all I have left is, I think, the dude who lives down in the basement, which is the hardest one. And then here you go. So you got the castle, the forest, the dungeon, and the tower. Dungeon's the most difficult. It's where I should be headed. But I don't know. I mean, this game just feels so good to play. Like, it feels really good. And I get kind of addicted to just running through, mindlessly killing stuff and making money. And I like it a lot. There's these, like, bonus levels you can unlock that I've actually never even gone into, I don't think. I've beaten this game a few times, actually. I went on kind of a spree one day where I just kept beating it over and over again. It took me it took me probably a year, though, to beat it for the very first time. Because I didn't really know how I was supposed to. I never bothered locking the castle down. So every time I'd play, I'd have to rediscover the entire map, which is just time-consuming and a little difficult. So yeah, that was just me being dumb. I don't really pay attention to where I'm going. I don't pay attention to where I've been. This game's just kind of relaxing to me. It's a great game on your Vita, if you have a Vita, if you're one of the 7 people that do. It's not as suited for sitting at home and playing, but I don't know. That's it. It's a perfect on-the-go game. Just pick it up, make some progress, make some money, level up. I don't even really care how much I die, whatever. Although, I mean, it's nice to make a lot of money in the run. Since I'll have to give it all away when I die. These are teleporters. Right now I don't have anything else unlocked besides where I first started at. But they're very useful when you are trying to beat the game, basically. Make your way through bosses. I believe you get a lot more money for killing these guys down here, but I'm going to die really fast. So... would have been nice to get some money from that guy. Oh, shit. I watched a speed run in this game. It was fucking great. Like, just level 0. Just went straight through. Beat the bosses. Just absolutely no strength, no nothing. It's fucking awesome. Okay, cool. So, I mean, as you can see, I'm going to die pretty quickly here. I shouldn't have came down here. But I mainly wanted to make this video just so you can check it out. It's an old game. It's an oldie but a goodie. I enjoy it quite a bit. We'll do one more run here and then we'll probably just call it. I don't even have enough money to do anything. I don't even have enough money to buy anything here. You know, it's just a fairly pathetic run there. Let's not go down. Oh yeah, so this one I'm 2D. Like I'm flat. That's my trait. Pretty cool. Is it like while this game has a kind of a great cartoonishness and humor and stuff, there is a creepiness to it too. Oh, okay. So I'm not flat. My character just sees everything as being flat. Because I think all the other guys are flat too. Yeah. And your traits really do play into the game. There are secret rooms that can really only be accessed if you are like super tiny. And there's another trait where you don't set off these traps, or these spikes. It's fucking really nice. Give me that chicken. And then usually these teleporters are on the edge of something. You know, see, I'm upstairs now. So it goes castle is the easiest, and then I believe the forest, which is outside, obviously. It's if you run all the way to the right, you'll end up in the forest. I believe the attic area is the second most difficult, and then downstairs is meant to be the last place you go. see this room is a clusterfuck. I'm on my like 5th hour in a row of playing games, so please forgive my impatientness and all around just being terrible. Okay, so you get these rooms, these challenges, and you can't unlock the chest unless you fucking complete the challenge, which I did not, so there's no reason for me to follow through. I'm gonna die. He's so mad that his buddy died. Alright. That's some very poor playing of a very good game. What we're going to call it. Look at that. 2011 to 2014. So yeah, it's old. It's good, but it's old. Anyway, it's Rogue Legacy. Buy it. Play it. I bet it's really cheap. Peace.